What's going on, crypto members? Today I'm talking Eliza OS because, to be honest, I haven't heard a lot of people mention this for a while, since at least January, February times. But since then, it's had a significant dump. And if you're looking to get into Eliza OS, then maybe you should think about getting in now. So let's have a look at the chart. Right now, we are sat around 2.5 million in market cap, and we hit as high as over 200 million before in the past. So if this goes up to its all-time highs again, that's simply 100x. To be honest, I don't know why nobody's talking about this, because this is a good meme coin. It's been out for long enough, so everybody knows that it's kind of a legit coin. So it's been out for a long time for people to understand that it's not going anywhere. The Eliza OS platform is pretty good as well. So I just don't understand why nobody's talking about this right now, because this is clearly a big opportunity to stack some Eliza OS. As you can see, that's a significant jump. Obviously, meme coins are very risky, but finding the ones that's been launched on the platform and has a good narrative around them, I would say that sticking to those investments is pretty much just a good idea. It's not like you're just gambling on a meme coin that's just launched on pump.fun. This is a good meme coin. Eliza OS allows people to create AI agents. This is for retail, for people like us and institutions to create AI agents for their businesses to help run everything more efficient. So this is very significant. And this is why I like Eliza OS, because AI agents have the potential to get a lot done in the future. If you want me to cover Eliza OS in the near future, then just leave a comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Invest Uni. I'm out.
So yes, you can start with agents that do meme coins, but it goes far beyond that. So there's all of these use cases for AI, and the biggest problem right now, like the ones you just mentioned, the biggest problem right now is, how do I build an agent? How do I build software that will use these agents? How do I build this ecosystem? And so we have, at Hedera, we have the AI Studio, which we've released. And so it's SDKs that are all open source, and it's tools to help you do this, and it integrates with Eliza OS, and we have an MCP server, and we have all the pieces that you need to be able to do this. And so it can do things like create a meme coin, but it could also do real-world asset tokenization. It can trade assets. It can be calling smart contracts to be doing things. It can be managing DAOs. It can be doing voting. Anything that you wanted to build with AIs, it can be building that with just natural language interfaces.
Look, the way I look at it, the big picture is the tectonic plates are shifting. We got to get our heads wrapped around that. Those tectonic plates are the geopolitics with these terrible wars, terrible proxy terrorist activity around the world, North Korea, the potential proliferation of nuclear weapons over time, which is the greatest threat to mankind. And then you have the other tectonic shift is the global economy. So the global military umbrella of America, and then the global economy, of which trade is a part. You know, the other parts are do people want to partner with you? Do you have your alliances? Do you have investment agreements? And all those various things, and they're changing. And then our debt, which you just heard a bunch of folks talk about eloquently, it's large, and it's not just us. We had $10 trillion in 5 years. We have, you had Reagan up there talking about deficits. The debt to GDP was 35%, and the deficit was 3.5%. Today, it's 100% debt to GDP net, and a deficit of almost 7%, highest peacetime ever. And when the CBO does their numbers, which I don't really trust, by the way, they should do the stress test. Like, what happens if we go into a recession? That 7% will be 10%. And so we have problems, and we got to deal with them. And then the biggest one, underlying both that, is the enemy within. Underlying both that is the enemy within.
Library, just imagine. I just showed you a whole bunch of them. And in the case of AI, there's a whole bunch more. So the stack is complicated. They also love the fact that CSPs love that NVIDIA CUDA developers are CSP customers, because in the final analysis, they're building infrastructure for the world to use. And so the rich developer ecosystem is really valued and really deeply appreciated. Well, now that we're going to take AI out to the rest of the world has different system configurations, operating environment differences, domain-specific library differences, usage differences. And so AI, as it translates to enterprise IT, as it translates to manufacturing, as it translates to robotics or self-driving cars, or even companies that are starting GPU clouds. There's a whole bunch of companies, maybe 20 of them, who started during the NVIDIA time. And what they do is just one thing. They host GPUs. They call themselves GPU clouds. And one of our great partners, CoreWeave, is in the process of going public, and we're super proud of them. And so GPU clouds, they have their own requirements. But one of the areas that I'm super excited about is Edge.